Welcome back to the channel, HBNR families. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make this beach wear. So a very easy way on how to make this beach wear. Don't forget to like this video, like it. So if this is your first time coming across my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video. Let's get started. HBNR. So this is how I'm going to take the measurement of the bust area. So I'm going to start from the upper bust down to the under bust area, which the measurement I took is 8 inches, and I'm going to do the same thing here, and it results in 8 inches as well. And I'm going to measure the under bust area like this, which equivalent to 6.5 inches. So now let's get started. So I'm going to be drafting the short pattern first with the use of my hip measurement, which is 37 inches, and the length, which is 13 inches. Firstly, I'm going to draw a straight line here for my starting point. So after drawing the straight line, I'm going to apply my length measurement, and I'm going to deduct 2 inches from the length measurement for the waistband. So I've deducted the 2 inches for the waistband, and I'm going to mark 13 inches plus 1 inches for the hemming allowance. I'm also going to mark the same thing here. So after that, I'm going to connect it together. So I'll be using my hip measurement to cut my waist, because the shirt is not going to have zip. And if I use my actual waist measurement for it, it will be very difficult to pass through the hips area. So with the use of my hips measurement for the waist, it will pass through the hips area perfectly, and I'm going to attach elastic band to the waist. So I'm going to divide my hips, which is 37 inches by 4. So that gives me 9.25. So, and I had extra 0.5 to it, which gives me 9.75. That is 9 3/4. So I mark 9 3/4 here. So to determine my crotch, I divided my hip divided by 4. So hip divided by 4 is my crotch. 37 divided by 4, it gives me 9.25. So after marking the crotch, I'm going to add extra 2.5 inches to it. So, and I'm going to connect the line together like this. So now I'm going to draw the crotch curve. So now I'm going to apply my lapse measurement, which is 22 divided by 2. It gives me 11. I mark 11 here, and I had extra 0.5 to it for the seaming allowance. So I'm going to connect it together like this. So I'm cutting the front and the back, same thing. I'm cutting it, I'm using the same measurement for it. So the pattern of the shirt is done. So I'm going to pattern for the bra now. So I'm first going to draw a straight line here. So my under bust measurement is 6.5, and I'm going to mark 6.5 here. I'm going to mark the same thing here, and I'm going to rule a straight line to connect it together. So after that, I'm going to mark 1 inch here for the hemming allowance. 1 inch here, and also I marked 1 inch here. So I'm going to connect it together. So after marking the 1 inch, I'm going to mark extra half of an inch here because our under bust is going to curve a bit. So after that, I'm going to take the measurement of the height of the bra, which is 8 inches. So I'm going to connect it together like this. So now 6.5 inches, I'm going to find the center for 6.5 inches and I'm going to mark the center like this. I'm going to do the same thing here. So after that, I'm going to place my French curve to make a bit curve like this. Now I'm going to mark 0.1 here and also 0.1 here. So I'm going to use my French curve to make a bead curve like this. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other part. So now I'm going to cut it out. So I'm just going to curve this area a bit. And that's all. So now let's move on to the cutting of the patterns. So I've already laid my fabric. The fabric I'm using here is Lycra. So as you can see that I double folded it like this, and I'm going to place the pattern of the shirt on it like this. So I'm going to use the cutting machine to cut it out. Now I'm going to cut the 2 inches waistband fabric. So here I'm going to mark 4 inches so that when I fold it, it will equivalent to 2 inches. After marking the 4 inches, I'm going to cut it out just like this, and when I fold it like this, it will equivalent to 2 inches. So now I'm going to place the bra pattern. I'm going to place it like this on it. So, and I'm going to trace it out. So I'm going to add sewing allowance to both sides. As you can see that I'm not cutting the exact pattern on each side. I'm going to add seaming allowance to it. Now let's start the sewing of it. So firstly, I'm going to weave the bottom of the cloth, the area I'm going to hem like this. So after that, I'm going to fold it together, and I'm going to join this area together. So now I'm going to join the both left and right together by joining the crotch area together like this. So now I'm going to join the bra together like this. So I'm going to place two pieces facing each other. I'm going to place it like this. I'm going to do the same thing to the second part as well. This is how it looks like. So I'm going to stitch the rope. I'm going to insert in the bra area. So now I'm going to insert the rope here. And I'm going to stitch it down like this. So I'm going to turn it. I'm going to do the same thing to the second part. So after turning it to the right side, I'm going to top stitch both sides like this. So after the top stitch, this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to weave the underbust area before hemming it. So I've already weaved it like this. Now I'm going to hem in the 1 inches allowance I added to it like this. So after hemming it, now I'm going to insert the rope in it like this. So after inserting the rope inside, this is how it looks like. Now I'm going to take the measurement of the waist circumference of the shirt, which equivalents to 19.5, and I'm going to cut 20 inches on my waistband fabric. so I'm going to add extra 0.5 for the sewing allowance to it. So I've already took the actual measurement of my waist, which is 32, and I deducted 6 inches from it, and I cut 26 inches for the elastic band I'm going to insert in this fabric. So your actual waist measurement minus 6 inches, and that's what I'm going to do now. So I've already cut the elastic band and I join it together like this. So I'm going to insert it in the waistband fabric like this, and I'm going to start the stitching. So just pay attention to this area so that you won't miss any step. So I'm going to drag the elastic band to reach with the fabric, and I'm going to start my stitching. So when I'm done with the stitching of the elastic waistband, this is how it looks like. So now I'm going to join it into the short. After joining it into the short, so this is how it looks like. So the next thing is to hem this area like this. I'm going to hem the 1 inches I added to it. So when I'm done with the hemming of it, this is how it looks like. It looks perfect and accurate. So if you are new on this channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I drop new video.